Hello. Welcome to my channel. Subscribe to the channel and continue watching the video. The waves were beating on the beach like a hurricane, as if he was helplessly stuck between the rocks, and there was darkness as far as the eye could see. This was a place where only brave sailors, or perhaps those abandoned to their fate, could stay on the island. One night, a ship lost its way in the middle of a storm and crashed into the rocks of the island, and was shattered into pieces. The survivors took shelter in the forests deep in the island and waited for help. However, they soon realized that a greater fear than what would happen to them on this island was waiting for them. Strange sounds echoing in the forest led them to the door of a hospital. The door was rusty and stood in eerie silence. When they stepped inside, the corridors were empty, but the cold seeping through the walls increased the fear even more. Behind the doors opened one after another. There were traces of mysterious events and disappeared people. The hospital was a place in the island's dark past that was once established to relieve the suffering of patients, but was abandoned over time. The patient rooms silently came to life. It felt like the walls were talking. The survivors began to think that the island was actually a trap and was ruled by the ghosts of the hospital. Rumors began to circulate that behind the mysterious disappearances was the spirit of a former dictator of the island, who was still on the loose seeking revenge. Paranoia and fear began to spread among the survivors. One night, another person disappeared, and it became clear that those who did not return would never return. Eventually, the survivors somehow managed to escape the island. However, for those left behind, the island and the hospital would forever remain a nightmare. The secrets of the terrible island and the shadow of the hospital would remain hidden forever in the dark and forgotten past of this island.